You know, before I was a Christian, my biggest thought against Christianity was seeing Christians who said one thing and did another. This happened in two main ways. One, Christians who were in no way different from the world around them. They were angry and spiteful, with loose morals and loose lips. And number two, at the same time, I saw other Christians who were self-righteous and arrogant and had a holier-than-thou attitude, that they had brought themselves to a place of perfection through their own striving. Both said that they were all about love and forgiveness, and yet they couldn't love or forgive. They said that they cared about things and people, but with their actions, they really couldn't care less. You know, right now when you look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the TV networks, YouTube, all of it, what is Christianity seen as right now? What are you linking to Christ that is not Christ? There is and always will be a tendency for two opposing sides. One is the I'm saved so I can do anything I want side, and the other is the rules, 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 look at me being great because I follow rules side. And neither shows what the Bible says and what being a Christian really is. Here is the core understanding. My beliefs and my behaviors must tell the same story. So in the book of Titus, it's a letter from Paul to Titus, who has been installed as the pastor of the new church on a small island called Crete. The people of Crete are called Cretans. They're known for their lack of morals. And being a Cretan was equivalent to being wicked. And the gospel comes to Crete. And this young man, Titus, is there planting these churches. And as this is happening, in come the false teachers. Some are very rules-oriented. The grace of salvation is being challenged by teachings about good works. Or it's being challenged by a culture that says, oh, now I can do whatever I want. So there are false teachers on both sides. And in the middle of all of this is Titus. And Paul is sending Titus this letter to help him straighten all of this out, to show him how grace matters and how righteousness matters. How to tell them that a life that reflects the Lord is rooted in the Lord and produces good things. So why does doing good matter? You see, being a Christian is not about being a little bit nicer of a person. Here's what it is. It is the Spirit of God living inside of a saved person and changing them. And so it should change how you speak and how you act and how you work and how you parent and how you friend, and it should be in your leadership and in all your relationships. You see, the Spirit of God changes us. We didn't change ourselves. There is no self-righteousness or arrogance involved. That is what Christianity is. So as we are going through the book of Titus, let's keep all this in mind. It is the grace of God that works in and through all of us, in all of our relationships, for good, in the midst of a culture that is separated from the Lord, and in the midst of false teachers who promote that we can save ourselves through striving.